Hello guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about how I won with some ass mons. In this replay, the only ass mon here is some 4, but trust me, the next game, my team is absolute garbage. So I lead the game off with Torkoal because that's my sunsetter, and I'm not running chlorophyll on my Sunflora because I didn't think it was necessary because 30 speed isn't doing much. And then as you can see, Sunflora picks up a juicy KO on the Garganico. Sunflora has a base 105 special attack, which is not to be underestimated. I switch out to Walking Way, expecting Flamethrower, but he goes for Nasty Bot, which is a set I haven't seen that often. I go for Hydro Steam, as he switched out, which still does good damage. I assume he's physically defensive, but you never know. I go to Torkoal to absorb a possible Throw Cannon, but he goes for Trick Room, which is much better. Or Torkoal Lava Plumes, I believe he misses his T-Wave, which is unfortunate, but it wouldn't have mattered. He goes to his Slowking Galar as I Lava Plume again. Then, he goes for Toxic as I go for Stealth Rock. Next thing I do here is that I yawn as he Future Sights. I believe I go to Sunflora here as he Chilly Reception, unfortunately removing my Sun. He goes to Wheezing. Now, I was skipping turns so I didn't see he was neutralizing gas and I assumed he was Levitate. I also misclick here and I was trying to go to Chiyu to absorb the Future Sight, but unfortunately I do that instead. He goes for a Taunt, well played, blocks my yawn. Then, after that, I go to Chiyu, expecting a Strange Steam, but he goes for Clear Smog instead. Then, I go to Sunflora, expecting him to switch to Chiyu, but he goes to Slowking Galar, which works too. I switch back into Torkoal to get one last use of him, as he goes for Toxic. Then I go to Sunflora. I go for Earth Power, which does a lot of damage as he Chilly Receptions, unfortunately removing my Solar Power. He goes to Wheezing, and now I realize that he is not Levitate, so I freely go for Earth Power here too. It deals exceptionally well damage. He skillfully dodges a Will-O-Wisp here as I finish off the Wheezing. Then he goes to Magino, which is questionable, and I get that too. Half his Mon dead, I'll do just the OP Sunflora. He goes to Bax, which scares me, so I go to Zacian. He Terraslides to a ground type as he goes for Icicle Spear. He gets 4 hits, dealing a lot of damage. I go for Play Rough as he says Swords Dance. I thought he threw, but guess what? I miss. As he goes for EQ, killing my Zacian. I go to Chiyu. I didn't have my calculator here, so I was scared that I wouldn't KO. So I go for Overheat instead. He goes to Chiyu as I switch into my Walking Walk as he Nasty Pots again, which is still questionable. I go for Hydro Steam and he decides to sack his Chiyu, which basically leaves him with no chance. He goes to Slowking Galar, I Sunny Day, cause why not? And as he Toxics me. So, I decide to go to Sunflora to let it have the final kill, cause it deserves more, honestly. I reveal on Solar Power and Earth Power finish off the Slowking, which is amazing. Now, as you can see, this team's trash. So, next game, I go to my Spy Ops is Silver Powder. I go to First Impression because I don't have any switch-ins really. You may say I have Flareon, but no. I go to Flareon here. He goes to Palafin. I predict the Palafin using Trailblaze and I get a crit too, which is very nice, honestly. Then I get poisoned due to my Toxic Orb as I go for another Trailblaze because I like speed. Now I believe I outspeed Cyclizar at this moment. I go for Flare Blitz. I think he's fluffy. From damage he goes for Body Press. Here I make an over predict and I go Trailblaze, predicting a Palafin, but he reveals his stupid rest set, and I die to my own Toxic Orb, unfortunately. I go Flapple. I set up a D-Dance, 1 D-Dance, 2 D-Dances. He's still asleep. I go for Sucker Punch, expecting a ghost move, but I skillfully dodge a Will-O-Wisp. I decide to go Grav Apple as he burns me, but I have the Lumberry, so it's no problem. I go for another Grav Apple here, finishing off the Houndstone. he goes to Clefable, and I go for a Grab Apple, which is a lot of damage. I'm not sure if he's unaware or not, honestly. I believe the opponent goes for Protect here, yeah, and I Grab Apple again. I get scared that I won't be able to KO, but I shouldn't have not doubted the Flapple. He goes to Magearna, I Grab Apple, which does not that much damage, but I have a what do you call it? Defense drop. I Grab Apple again, dealing 54 damage this time, defense drop, and I skillfully dodged another Floor Cannon. This Flapple is very evasive. However, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately due to hustle I miss this Sucker Punch as he goes for a Flamethrower, easily finishing off my Flapple. I go to Greedent, and my Greedent has a berry that boosts your special defense for the what do you call it? Stuffed cheeks, apricot berry I believe combo. I go for 2 EQs here, getting off the Palafin, and now I know Palafin is definitely banded. I mean, the damage is crazy. My Dusknoir here, I finish off with my Shadow Sneak, and Life Orb Rico happens. And here comes the best moment of the match. I turn into Ice type, resisting his not resisting but not weak to his Dark Pulse anymore. And then here's the ending. It's not Landorus, but it is still pretty funny. Thank you guys for watching this video.